Good morning. Welcome to Indiana Christian Academy, the host of the 2022 Indiana Association of Christian Schools State Championship Volleyball Tournament. My name is Kim, and joining me today is Abby, and we hope that you enjoy tuning in to this broadcast. A little preview information here before we get going. There's 3 minutes left in warm-ups, and so once the clock the horn sounds, we will pause for 2 minutes for the opening exercises, the national anthem, the starting lineups, and we'll just let you listen into that, and then we'll join you again. But this is actually a repeat of last year's state championship game. These same two teams met each other last year for the state championship. And in a 5-set thriller, Emmanuel fell actually to Heartland, but it was close. Lots of lead changes in those 5 sets. So this year promises to be no less of a thriller, I'm sure. So we appreciate you joining in, and we'll be back in a few minutes after the opening ceremonies, and we'll walk you through this game. today is Abby. She's actually my daughter. She coached the varsity team here at Indiana Christian Academy this year. I've been the coach for several years. It's always a joy to get to commentate the state championship game. So we hope that we can explain to you things that have happened along the way. This is indeed a rematch of last year's state championship, which Heartland won in 5 close sets. Definitely went down to the end. Don't remember for sure, but I think it was maybe even 15-12 or 15-11. It was a very close game. So we're looking forward to what the girls give us today in this match. Neither team has a libero. Abby, explain why that is significant.
Well, first of all, it means that most of your players can pretty much play all the way around.
Absolutely.
Which is super important. A lot of times they'll have a libero go in for a middle hitter, just taller, harder to play defense for those tall middles, but libero will play only back row. So yeah, they must have some pretty good all-around players.
Right. It looks like Heartland won the serve, and starting us off is number 5, Brooklyn Sproles from Heartland, one of their seniors. And she starts with an ace. So Heartland gets on the board first with a service ace by Brooklyn Sproles. Set out to the outside, Jillian Strelecki. Good movement on both sides of the court already. Nice try, but that was hit out. Tied 1-1, and number 4, Zany McKnight to serve for Emmanuel. Okay. Technically not an ace, but the serve definitely got them out of position. By the rules, an ace is a ball that's either touched only once or just finds the floor without being touched at all. But a lot of times, just hard service can get you out of positioning and mess with your play, so it can result in the point just the same.
Number 11 in for number 4 from the Heartland Saints, Kelsey Pratt.
Number 27, Jillian Strelecki serving. She's also a senior for Heartland.
It's a nice placement by Emmanuel. Yeah. A little long on the free ball.
Good serve. That ceiling can definitely be an issue here at ICA. 4-2 in favor of Emmanuel. Another good serve, but it was touched.
She's got a beast of a serve.
Emmanuel up by 3, 5-2. Number 14, Zoe McKnight, is one of Emmanuel's seniors, and she serves the ball out. She's not exactly sure where she wants to attend college yet, but she does want to be an elementary teacher. She works several odd jobs on top of being a student athlete. Her father owns an RV business, and she works for him and does multiple things. So she's a busy girl. And Heartland serves into the net, turning the ball back over to Emmanuel and another senior, number 11, Paige Ritzma. It's a good dig by number 4, Zoe McKnight, but just a little too much for Haley to handle. She gave it her best effort. That turns the ball over to Heartland, and number 1, Brooklyn Harper, serving. Good coverage by Heartland, but just not quite able to get there. And Haley Miller continues to serve for Emmanuel.
That would have been really nice.
Yes, it was a nice thought.
It was.
Sometimes you just want to do a little something out of the ordinary. Find a hole when people are moving and just put it down.
It's a nice cut shot.
Yes. Oh.
Worked out very well for her.
Good try. Emmanuel holding on to that 3-point lead. And another substitution. Sierra Dollins in for Kelsey Pratt. Both seniors. The senior switch there. Tight set. Let's see what happens. Okay. Another tight set. Couple tight sets here on Heartland's side.
Good save by Emmanuel.
And another tight set. In the net. Okay. So Emmanuel had a touch that went out. The ball is Heartland's. Heartland's had several tight sets there. Abby set some in high school. Abby, explain the difficult position of being the setter.
Well, you got to really know where you are on the court.
Yes.
And you have to know your hitters and where they hit the ball best.
Yep.
If it's closer to the net,
Yep.
typically for your taller hitters. If
Yep.
it's further from the net for your shorter hitters.
That's right.
Yeah. It's difficult.
Yes.
Not an easy job.
Another kill for Emmanuel there, giving them the serve back. That was a better set. Oh. Yeah.
All right. It's a lot of confusing net play there.
Yes. I do feel like multiple things happened there. We'll just keep moving. Number 3, Emmanuel with the serve. Nice little tricky play there by Brooklyn Scrolls, number 5. That results in a kill for her. If you're more of a football person than a volleyball person, setting is very much like being the quarterback. Knowing the play to call, who you should set, what position's vulnerable, and making the play. Setters are pivotal, and just you need a very athletic person as your setter.
And there's Brooklyn Harper's
Brooklyn got good contact on that hit.
I guess I should say morning, not night.
Number 5, Brooklyn Scrolls with the serve.
A little miscommunication there. Didn't realize she was right behind her.
Whoa, another tight set.
Had to use a little bit of her face there to get it up, but she did. She did get it up.
Whatever works sometimes. Oh, trouble.
Number 1 attempted to block that, but those overpasses can hurt sometimes.
Heartland seems to be having a little ball control issues at this point. Can't set up the front row like that. Puts a lot of pressure on your blockers to get it. And an ace for number 4, Zany McKnight. And Emmanuel to a 12-9 lead. That 3-point lead has been pretty consistent for them for this set. That's a better set. And, okay.
Nice save by number 11.
15 back in.
Very good hustle.
What's a great save. Good hustle there. And with the block.
Number 1, Kaylee Miller. A very good block.
And Heartland calls a timeout. Oh, thank you, dear. Okay, timeout. What do you think Heartland's coach is saying to them right now?
Definitely need to work on ball control. Those overpasses are really hurting them right now, and those sets too tight to the net. If they get those sets a little more off the net, hitters can put it down a lot easier instead of having to go up for those blocking battles there.
Yes. Heartland has taken 1 timeout. Each team gets 2 timeouts per set, even in the 5th set, which only goes to 15 points. Number 4, continuing to serve. If you're Heartland, you're hoping that number 4 misses that serve when she comes out, but she did not. Oh.
Beautiful tip by number 1. Very well played there.
Number 1's usually a hard hitter, so she changes it up a little bit, can really get the defense by surprise. Yep.
Very nice corner shot.
Yep. 2 kills in a row for Brooklyn Harper. Number 27, Jillian Strzelecki with the serve. In talking with Heartland's assistant coach before the game, he mentioned this is the first time they have had this many seniors on a team. Heartland has 5 seniors this year. Number 27, who just served, is one of them. That was a solid block by Brooklyn Harper. She was excited about that one. If you're Zoe McKnight, though, you cannot back down. You're going to get blocked. You got to keep going at it. Change it up sometimes, but you can't quit. Okay, and in the net. Like number 1 was in the net on that. And now we're tied up, 13-13. Nice serve.
Very nice job by number 1.
By the setter, Haley Miller. It's a good read. Went up with good confidence to give Emmanuel that lead back. 14-13. Number 14, Zoe McKnight serving.
Change the direction on that. That's pivotal.
Oh.
Miscommunication there.
Follows up that with an ace. Looks like some communication issues on Heartland's side there. And a short serve. Yep. Little serving strategy there. Hit him with a deep serve, then bring him up short. And it worked, and Emmanuel's back out to that 3-point lead after being tied 13-13. And another service ace. 3 service aces in a row. And Heartland calls it second timeout. That was some excellent serving by Zoe McKnight there.
It seems to be that Heartland's weakness right now is serve receive. They can shape up that serve receive. They'll be in a good position here to really fight hard in the end of this set.
Neither of these teams are strangers to tough games. As I said before, Heartland has played for multiple state championships over the past several years, winning just last year. And they have 5 seniors, so they've got a lot of experience on this team. Obviously, Brooklyn Harper, number 1, is one of their seniors. She just had surgery on her rotator cuff last year, so she has been on the road to recovery. Her assistant coach said that when they got in there to do the surgery, they actually found multiple other items that they had to fix, and she's had a long road back, but she's hoping to play ball in college. As a matter of fact, she's a 2-sport athlete.
Very nice change of direction.
That was an excellent play by her. Heads up. We've got 2 very smart teams here. These teams, they're seeing weaknesses and they are using them. This is going to be a great game. Okay, Brooklyn had a tight set and tipped that over to the other corner. It was well done. And in another tight set, we have a problem. Brooklyn was in the net, I think. Or was it out? What was the call? Was it an antenna or in the net?
Honestly, not sure.
We are not sure what that call is, everyone. We're so sorry. Okay. Number 11, Paige Ritzma to serve. Okay. Good pass. Oh, still a little tight set. And okay. Heartland unable to recover it.
I got thinking normally if it's in the net they give you the number of who it was, and I didn't see that.
See a number.
I'm thinking it must have hit the antenna.
That's what, but they didn't really do a motion for out of bounds. But I think you're right. I think it hit the antenna.
Had a system set.
Yep. Okay.
Using the net to her advantage there.
Okay.
Nice save by number 4.
There we go. There we go. Tip, but right
to tip again. Nice save again. Emmanuel still in this rally.
Yep. Emmanuel wins this rally, this gym is going to get really loud. Ow. Yep. Heartland had several opportunities there, just wasn't able to find the floor. And number 11, Patriot Smith, continues to serve. Scores 20-14, Emmanuel on top. Set out to Brooklyn Harper, and that's what they've been waiting for right there.
Brooklyn with already 5 kills in this set.
Yes, Brooklyn does. Okay. Close on her, okay. And an ace for number 10, Melissa McClintock. Abby's been taking stats over here. She's got Brooklyn Harper with 5 kills, and Zoe McKnight for Emmanuel with 4 kills, right behind her.
Aces.
Oh, ace. And then, 4 aces. Okay, so we got some, that was a good hit. I think that was Morgan Clemens. I think that was number 6. Brooklyn continuing to serve, a lot of spin on that ball. Handled well by Zoe. Tip over. And a block. Recovered. Block. Oh. Okay. Wow. A lot of movement on both sides of this net. These teams both really want this. Another high spin serve there. 15 has to free ball it over.
It's a good placement though.
And another free ball, not what either team really wanted there. Okay.
Nice swing.
Yep. To Brooklyn, nice spin again. Okay, nice deep free ball. If you have to free ball the ball, that's what you want to do. You want to send it deep, make the other team move.
Wow, very nice save.
Yes.
Had some really good rallies here in this set.
Absolutely.
A little too far out for Clemens to get to.
Yeah.
She gave her best effort.
Yeah.
Those ones are really difficult.
Yes.
And I speak from experience.
Another communication error for Heartland. Gives Haley Miller an ace.
Haley right now is leading in blocks for this set as well.
On the line for an ace.
Very nice line.
Emmanuel has quite a few service aces.
That seems to be one of their strong suits here. And on top of that, with Heartland struggling on serve receive, it's really working out well for them. Wow.
Another service ace.
She knows where those spots are. Heartland has no more timeouts for this.
No, nothing left to do except sub if he wants to stop the clock. Short serve this time. And Emmanuel takes set 1, 25-18. Okay. So I'll finish giving you a little senior rundown and then we'll talk about the game here. So we talked about Heartland's first senior, Brooklyn Harper, and then also Sierra Dollins, number 4. She also works a job as she goes to school, so she's a busy girl. Number 5, Brooklyn Scholes. She is a senior. She also works at a new coffee shop, The Press, in Newcastle. So anytime you're a student athlete and you're working a job, that's just another layer of complexity to consider. You know, these players are so much more than just numbers on a jersey. They have lots going on, lots of decisions to make if they're a senior, lots of schoolwork, maybe even jobs. And so when you watch them, sometimes it can be easy to be frustrated with them, but I always try to think that there's so much more than that number on their jersey. Number 11, Kelsey Pratt, she works at Culver's in Newcastle, so she also is busy. And number 27, Jillian Strzelecki, working at the press with Brooklyn Scrolls. Emmanuel has 3 seniors this year. Number 25, Destiny Gorecki, is a senior. She actually works at the Lighthouse Mission, so it's nice to see people involved in their community. Number 11, Paige Ritzma, one of the starters. She also works at the Lighthouse Mission, and she babysits a lot. She feels the Lord calling her to mission, so such a noble calling, and it's good to see people using their talents for the Lord, but feeling called into full-time service. And then number 14, Zoe McKnight, as I mentioned before, she does plan to attend college and become an elementary teacher, and does a lot of different jobs. So these girls are quite busy. All right, so Abby, set 1 is over. What are these coaches saying now?
Well, if I were Emmanuel's coach, I'd say keep serving. Keep serving really well. They had very few service aces. Both teams really in that game. Heartland had a couple at the beginning, but if they keep up those service aces, Emmanuel's in really good shape. Yeah, they had, they had 8 service aces, at least that I caught.
Yeah.
Compared
to Heartland's.
With 1, maybe 2 aces. Okay. I think I might have missed one there. But and then for Heartland, honestly, serve receive is really their biggest problem, and a few tight sets. Yeah. They can get those sets off the net, or not as far out. A couple times, I think it was Morgan Clemens having to go a little further outside that antenna, and that's really difficult to get back in play, especially if you want a good hit off of it.
Yes, agreed. It's good game assessment. It's actually interesting. There's one stark contrast between these two teams. In talking with Scott Clemens, the assistant coach at Heartland, and I believe he's Heartland's administrator, he said they played fewer games this year than in the past. Several of their tournaments were canceled, so they had fewer games this year, while Emmanuel's coach, Shanoa Miller, said that this has been their busiest season. They actually started practicing in June, and they played 3 tournaments before school even started. So they have played a lot more games than Heartland, and we'll see if that comes into play here. That was good defensive effort by Heartland.
Yeah.
And Heartland gets on the board first. Number 5, Brooklyn Scrolls with the serve. Was probably out. That was number 7. Mackenzie Clemens. She's making an appearance in this set. She was not in set 1.
Nice swing.
A hit by the lefty, yes. Having a lefty for the opposite hitter is very convenient.
Yes.
It's their dominant hand. And that is out of bounds. Shanoa tried, couldn't quite get there.
11, Kelsey Pratt, and for number 4, Sierra Dolan. Strzelecki back to serve. Brooklyn Harper was ready for it, but they couldn't quite get it back over.
Yeah. Brooklyn got the ball initially, but they were unable to convert. Abby, if you can, please explain what transition it means in volleyball, transition defense.
Transition defense? Well, kind of can be complicated sometimes, but
or just in broad terms.
Basically, well, you go from defense, your defensive positions. If the other team has the ball, you're moving. You're still moving with the ball. There's never a time when you're not moving, honestly. But then when that ball comes back over, you kind of transition within the play from defense to offense, and you have to free ball. You have to transition quickly and get in position, especially your front row, to hit, and your back row to cover those hitters and or blockers.
So a service ace from Melissa McClintock, and Heartland is up 5-2 in this set. Yes, volleyball is a game of constant movement. Let's see if she gets there. She ran it
Followed
down.
by number 11.
Yep.
Nice free ball.
Oh, double hit. Yep.
I think that's going to be the first double they've called in this game.
It's good to see when that's called accurately. Some refs are very strict about it and call a lot. Some don't call any. In a sense, that was nice by Morgan Clemens there. Good recovery by Emmanuel and Harper.
She used the block.
Yeah, there was a touch. Yeah, she used the blocker, got a touch, and got that point. Another veteran move there.
She's got that spin serve down.
Yes. Good try. Good hustle. Number 15, Emma Dyson, to serve. Score is 4-6 in favor of Heartland. Oh. Another tight set.
Save.
There we go, better set. And out.
A little long for Clemens. Manuel's got a good eye on that back line.
Heartland's wanting a touch, but the referees did not see one.
Clemens long again.
We're tied 6-6.
Setter with a little hit there.
Good
recovery by Brooklyn Harper.
Yep.
Ooh, tight set.
Oh. Good pass, and let's see what happens here. Kelsey Pratt to go up for the hit.
Ooh, can they save it?
Okay,
They did.
Yep.
Coming right back down at him.
Looks like, is number 4 setting right now?
She is.
And Heartland hits into the net, so Emmanuel takes the lead. 7-6.
Nice save. Oh my goodness.
Out. Wow.
I don't know how that missed all of the rafters. That's funny. And it was a little bit out.
Yep. A substitute for Heartland, number 4, Sierra Dobbins, in for number 11, Kelsey Pratt, and number 27, Jillian Strzelecki, in for number 15, Andrea Belcher. Sierra to serve. Oh, and a service error for Heartland. Number 3, Erin Daniels, just served.
Nice swing by Clemens on the right side.
There have been a lot of balls just going right through our rafters today.
Nice down ball in the back row. Both teams doing a pretty good job at avoiding the blockers, hitting around.
Yeah. Set out to Morgan Clemens, and she goes down the line. Down the line for a nice hit. Substitution for Heartland, number 10, Melissa McClintock, in for number 21, McKinley Brown. And Morgan Clemens back to serve. And a hit into the net gives Heartland the point, the lead back, and the serve.
Morgan Clemens normally doing a really good job in the service line for Heartland.
Yeah, she's definitely been a bright spot for their serving. Set out to number 4. Getting a touch on the block was Melissa McClintock. Free ball over from Emmanuel.
Nice deep free ball.
Yes.
Very Good hit by Brooklyn Harper.
And when number 1 Brooklyn Harper calls for that ball, her teammates say, okay, you got it. Score is 10-8. Morgan Clemens still serving. Emmanuel's service receive has been excellent today.
Yes, very strong service.
Yes.
I was just about to say that. Their passes normally right to setter or right to what we sometimes call the well, that high middle. Number 5, Brooklyn Scholes with her second block of the night.
And Emmanuel calls their first timeout of the day. Heartland up 11-8 in the second set. What do you think Emmanuel's coach is saying right now?
Honestly, they just have to stay mentally tough. Not letting small errors like that get to them. Make sure, you're not getting too lazy with form or other things like that. I mean, there's been some long rallies.
Yes.
So I'm sure they're a little tired already this morning. But they still got 2.5 sets at least to go, if not more, not 2, 1.5 sets.
Yes. Emmanuel hoping to stop Heartland's momentum with that timeout. Let's see what Morgan Clemens does after the timeout. Set outside, blocked by McClintock. Tight set again.
Her second block. 2 in 1 play.
Yeah. Heartland's got some athletic players making the most out of some sets that are actually pretty tight and hard to handle.
Very nice swing.
Oh, yep, we can play it.
Heartland almost didn't get to that one.
If the ball hits the ceiling and comes back down on your side of the net, you can play the ball. If you're still within your 3 hits. So Brooklyn could play that ball. Unfortunately, it was out. Emmanuel.
Nice save.
Yep.
Good deep free ball. Nice.
That was a nice free ball by Haley Miller. Well placed. You have to send a free ball. You want to send that free ball deep. Make the defense move in that back row. Make it harder for them to get a pass to setter. It's well done.
Nice short serve.
Yep.
Very nice tip.
Nice job by Zoe McKnight. And Emmanuel back to 11-12. Number 4, Zany McKnight serving. She is a sophomore. Another tight set. Okay.
Emmanuel had no one there for that one.
Tight set, but Melissa McClintock handled it well. Emmanuel didn't really have much of a block presence up there at that particular point. Oh, short serve. And a very rare serve receive error for Emmanuel there.
Brooklyn Scholes' second ace of the day. Nice block by Haley.
And Emmanuel wins that joust at the net. Number 14 with a great serve. Free ball. Set out to Brooklyn Harper.
Good cover. A little too much in the net, hard to get out.
Yeah. Substitution for Heartland, number 11, Kelsey Pratt, in for Sierra Dollins. And number 27, Jillian Strzelecki to serve. Serve receive error for Emmanuel. They had very few, if any, serve receive errors in the first set. a couple serve receive errors here in the middle of this second set. Okay, nice dig by 11. Paige Ritzma had an overpass there, but then followed it up with a dig and helped her team earn that point. McClintock sets to Kelsey Pratt, who hits it out. Got a little too under that ball. Well, bless you.
Thank you. Sorry, tried to quiet that down there.
Set out, right side. Nice dig.
Nice save. Harlan's still in this rally.
Unfortunately, a hitting error there for Emmanuel. Gives Harlan the point in the serve.
Substitution for Heartland, number 6, Morgan Clemens. In for number 7, Mackenzie Clemens.
Abby mentioned the other night when watching Heartland and Crosspoint play that Heartland plays the middle back up defense. Both of these teams play their middle back up. Abby, do you want to tell us why that is a significant thing?
Well, a lot of times if you have that middle back deep, it opens up that middle part of the court. For a lot of tips, it's really hard to cover, especially when you get those tips or those rolls to the middle. But having that middle up, you already have someone that's basically there for all of those tips or all of those little touches right off the block or whatever it is.
Makes a big difference. Each type of defense has its strengths and weaknesses. You just got to know your team and your people and choose the defense that's right for you. Brooklyn Harper to serve and 2 deep.
2 service errors back to back.
She was unhappy with herself. That's all me, she says, encouraging her team. Number 15 for Emmanuel, Emma Dyson serving. She is a junior. And that is out also. I think we just had 3 serving errors in a row.
Not what you want. Number 4, Sierra Dollins in for 11, Kelsey Pratt. And 27, Strzelecki in for number 15, Andrea Belcher.
Sierra Dollins serving. Oh, that was also deep.
That was probably going
close.
out.
Yeah.
But they saved it.
Nice set to lefty Strzelecki.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good effort by Brown, not able to get to it. Number 3, Aaron Daniel to serve for Emmanuel. Woo. Okay, brings it back in, free ball over to the back row. Set to number.
Very nice tip.
It was on the line. Nicely placed by Zoe McKnight. She saw the opening, went for it, got that point. Number 3, Aaron Daniel serving.
Got her a little higher up than she was expecting.
Yeah, that's rough. Sometimes you got to decide, am I going to overhead pass or platform pass? Another substitution for Heartland. Number 10, McClintock in for number 21, McKinley Brown. And number 6, Morgan Clemens serving. She's been great from the service line today. Set out to, that was, okay. I'm not going to say anything. We're just going to go on. Serving is Morgan Clemens.
Yikes.
Set out to the outside hitter, Jillian Strelecki. Little tip. Emmanuel was ready for that.
It's good sending it deep.
Set to the outside, Melissa McClintock.
Good
Touch
save.
off the block, recovered by Emmanuel.
Very nice way to tool the block.
And off the hands of Melissa McClintock.
Zany McKnight with 2 kills this set.
And she heads back to serve. Or Zoe, yeah, Zany.
And she gets an ace. Yeah, 4 and 14. Zany and Zoe. Trying not to get them confused.
Who called the timeout? Who called that timeout? Okay, timeout called by Heartland. They are up 22-20 right now. Each team has used one of their timeouts this set. In preparation for commentating for this game, I was looking up rule changes. There are some rule changes actually for the High School Volleyball Association. One of those rule changes is that they're not being as strict on things that girls wear in their hair, which I think is interesting. You know, barrettes and bobby pins. They do still have regulations, but they've loosened up on those a little bit. Also, assistant coaches can now stand up. In the past, assistant coaches have had to remain on the bench. Assistant coaches can stand up during a dead ball if they're going to ask for a substitution or maybe a lineup check. So they've loosened up on the assistant coaches a little bit. All right, well placed ball by Brooklyn Harper. Takes a little of the pressure off. Heartland up by 3. Is it not Brooklyn?
It's Melissa.
Oh, thank you. Number 5, Brooklyn Scrolls serving. Set point for Heartland.
She's got 3 service aces this set.
Nice set by Haley Miller. Great touch.
Very good placement.
Very good placement. Heartland unable to run that down. Keeps Emmanuel alive. 21-24. Senior Zoe McKnight serving.
Nice
Excellent serve. Trouble. It was out. Great
nice
set, nice hit,
swing.
but it was definitely out. Okay,
22-24
Emmanuel.
14 has a killer serve.
Oh.
Not necessarily an ace, but they were
24. And Heartland uses their second timeout. It's always interesting. Points are points, but when it gets to 24, you always get a little nervous. If you're at 24, you want to get that 25th point. If you're the opposing team, you still want to keep your hopes alive to win that set. But you got to play it like any other point. You can't let it mess with your head. Just see the ball come in. If you're Heartland, you want to serve, receive that ball, pass that hit. If you're Emmanuel, you want to keep your middle toughness, get that serve in, be ready for whatever happens. It's the championship game. This should be like this.
Heartland trying to get some momentum up.
Yes.
Lots of noise. Believe it or not, it really does something to help.
Yes.
Both
The
teams
gym is getting
into
loud.
Nice serve. Number 5, not too
They
happy
are
with
tied up,
herself there.
24-24. You must win by 2. This game is still anyone's. Okay.
Way to save it.
Yep. Set out to Brooklyn.
Nice swing.
Okay.
Wow.
2 digs.
15 was ready for that.
Wow. Some great defense by Emmanuel there. They're obviously not afraid to dig Brooklyn Harper,
No.
and Brooklyn is not afraid to keep hitting the ball. 25-24. Jillian Strzelecki to serve. This is set point. Must win by 2. Serve is in. Another nice pass. Out to Paige. We all know where it's going. Oh, and we are tied up again at 25. Haley, yeah. Okay, number 11, Paige Ritzma serving. We have a substitution for Heartland, number 15. Andrea Belcher in for number 27, Jillian Strzelecki.
Haley Miller doing an excellent job on the blocking
Yes.
front.
That ball hit out. So Emmanuel is now up by 1, 26-25. Set point for Emmanuel. Uh-oh. Okay. Tied up again, 26-26.
Brooklyn was not going to let that one go to waste.
No. Haley Miller right there, just off her hands. And number 10, Melissa McClintock serving for Heartland.
It's a strong serve.
Okay. Free ball from Emmanuel
Nice
to Heartland.
ball.
Yes.
Brooklyn Harper again.
Oh.
Very nice tip.
Okay. And I heard the coach say, "Oh my word." Coach is not happy with that play from Emmanuel. This puts Heartland up 27-26. McClintock serving the ball. What a great set this has been. Oh.
You hate those at the end.
28-26 to Heartland. Well, this set is at least going to 4, because you must win the best. You must win 3 out of 5 in order to win.
We're in for a good morning of volleyball.
Yes. All right, Abby. So, what was the difference maker in that set, in your opinion, or several things maybe?
Honestly, at the end, Heartland started getting a little down on themselves, it seemed, especially just small mistakes and letting that get to them. I think the crowd honestly made a huge difference in just getting their momentum up and just staying mentally tough for that set. Their serve receive definitely got better.
Yes.
In that last half of the set. Emmanuel just looked a little more tired that set, honestly, starting to make some unforced errors or not step into the ball on serve receive or other things like that. If they can stay on top of it and moving their feet on their defensive and serve receive side, they should be in good whatever the phrase
position.
is. Yes, thank you.
Yes. I understand. Sometimes when you have this microphone on, it can be a little intimidating. Your normal words don't flow as easily.
Well, I don't talk a whole lot anyways, so.
This is true. So our championship game is tied 1 set apiece here. Emmanuel taking the first set, 25-18, and Heartland taking the second set, 28-26. Very close set. And, I'm kind of piggybacking off what Abby said. Emmanuel had a few more errors in that set than they did in the first set. A few service errors, and the final point of that set was a service error. So that was unusual for them.
I was starting to notice also a little bit of Brooklyn Harper seemed to be in a little more pain towards the end of that set.
Yes.
Just several strong hits after that. I think Heartland's probably going to have to use some more of their hitters to save her a little bit.
I think you're right.
So if Emmanuel can use that, they'll also be in good shape.
And there's really something to be said for the whole team dynamic. It is great. It's great to have, a standout player or several standout players.
Absolutely.
But that standout player can never win a game completely by herself.
Yeah, there has to be that team unity, the bond. You have to flow well together.
Absolutely.
And trust all of your teammates. That's really important.
Yes. That's one of the reasons I personally love volleyball so much. It's such an amazing team sport. You know, in basketball, you can have that player that wins, you know, that scores 50 points, but in volleyball, you need everybody. Kendall, Kendall. Okay, and we are underway with set 3. Pardon our pause there. My 2 sons and Abby's 2 brothers are heading out to get ready for their soccer championship game today, so we had to pause. All right, Heartland takes the first point in set 3. Set over to number 11, Paige Ritzma, and set over here to Brooklyn Harper. Yep, and unfortunately, Emmanuel was in the net on that.
That's what's interesting about being in the net is that automatically counts as a kill.
Yes, you're right.
For the opposing team.
Yep.
So you really don't want that to happen.
No, you don't. It's also interesting that if you get blocked, it counts as a hitting error. And sometimes you can think, oh man, that doesn't seem very fair. One team gets a block, that's a positive stat, and then whoever got hit or blocked gets an error.
Yep.
Kind of a flip side to that coin. And serve into the net by Brooklyn Sproles, turns the ball over to Emmanuel. Number 4, Zany McKnight, back to serve. Oh goodness, we swapped service errors there.
We did. Interesting, we're only 5 points into the game, but Brooklyn already has 3 kills just from being smart, not necessarily swinging hard, but placing it very well. She's a smart player.
Yes.
Strelecki to serve. Ooh, bounced right off the tape.
Yeah.
Hate those serves.
Yes.
Those are very difficult.
It used to be years ago that if your serve hit the net, it was an error, it didn't count. I think they changed that rule to help speed the game up.
Nice little tip there. They're going to call a lift, I believe.
Mm-hmm. This year has been significant for both schools in different ways, as I mentioned. Heartland had several games canceled this year. It's also their first year to be graduating this many seniors off of a team. And their school broke the 200 mark for students. So they're over 200 this year, and this is their first time for that. That serve was out, but it was handled. And
very
Brooklyn
nice
snuck
tip
one over
placement.
there. Okay.
That's nice on the line hit.
Oh, that was out.
Never mind,
so
they're calling it out.
Possession goes to Emmanuel.
My eyesight's not too great from all the way over here.
For Emmanuel, significant moments is that this team have played together since 4th grade. So, I mean, these girls, 4th, 5th, and 6th, they're different ages, obviously, but since 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, this group has played together. Abby, tell us why that is significant.
By that point, you know your teammates very well. Basically, you know, like when they're gonna get that ball, when they're not.
Yep.
I mean, you learn to read their body language, everything like that. I mean, and that can come within 1 year, but having played multiple years together, just a really strong knowledge of each other.
That was a joust of the number 1s right there, Haley and Brooklyn. This particular time, Brooklyn ended up on the winning end of that. Number 10, Melissa McClintock to serve for Heartland. Score is 7-4 in favor of Heartland. Block touch for Morgan, tight. Okay, Haley right there. Oh,
Very nice.
well played by Emmanuel. Make the score 5-7. Number 11, Paige Ritzma back to serve. Emmanuel also got a new administrator this year, Mark Bollinger. So changes for both schools. Brooklyn Harper to hit, and she finds the floor.
Brooklyn Harper with a stunning 6 kills already this game. She is definitely fighting hard.
Yes, she is.
Oh, a nice swing by
Set out to
Clemens.
Morgan Clemens. And as we talked about before, Brooklyn can have her 6 kills per set, but you need that Morgan Clemens kill. You need the kills from Melissa McClintock. For Emmanuel, you need the Zany or Zoe McKnights, and you need Paige Ritzman. You need everybody. You need everyone's strengths to be working to pull off that team win. So a timeout right now. Heartland up 9-5. Brooklyn with the serve. She likes that side spin serve.
She does.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That was a great dig. Smart hit on Emmanuel's part. Okay. Wow.
She tried to surprise him with
You can tell Zoe was not happy with herself after that. It's okay. She's got to just go on. Next play. It's always the next play.
Exactly.
Okay.
Nice little tip. Nice setter dump. Wow. Brooklyn Harper with the save. She was reaching for that one.
Double hit.
But nice it worked out.
Emmanuel's struggling a little bit in this set, more so than they have. Heartland's also had some better defense than they did in the first set.
Yes, they definitely pulled that serve receive together.
Number 1, Haley Miller with the serve. Nice serve. I would say serving is definitely one of Emmanuel's strengths. They have many, but definitely one of them. Definitely able to place their serves very well. Coach Shanoa Miller telling them where to serve. Set out to Morgan Clemens. Yep, tip coming over. Set to Morgan again.
Heartland's struggling with some long hits.
They called a touch. Number 3 from Emmanuel, Aaron Daniel. She even fessed up. You know, there's different philosophies when it comes to touching. Some teams, they are not going to call the touch. They're not going to admit to the touch. Then you've got some players and teams that they don't want it on their conscience that they touch the ball. We won't get into philosophy here. Oh, yes, there was a foot fault. The line judge was on it. Good call. Definitely a foot fault by Kelsey Pratt.
She's not too happy with herself there.
No, she's not. You got to let that stuff go, though. I mean, once
Mhm.
it's done, it's done. 15, Emma Dyson, I think. Yes, with the serve. Oh,
That was a very
well
nice
placed.
spot.
And
Brooklyn
okay,
Harper.
that was the battle of the ones again.
It was.
Yeah, somebody touched the net.
Oh, oh.
Oh,
Nice save,
yeah.
but she was a little bit under.
Under the net, yeah.
The rules are interesting with that under the net, too.
That tip by Haley Miller was an excellent
It
tip.
was.
Super smart because zone 4 was wide open. But Brooklyn saw what was happening and she busted herself to get over there.
Probably going to have a bruise on her hip for a
Yeah,
while.
she's going to have a bruise. But it resulted in a point for Heartland. Heartland's now up 14-8 in set 3.
This set was a little too tight for 14 to get to.
I feel like Emmanuel's playing a little tighter than they were.
Yeah.
Maybe need to relax a little bit.
Just a little.
Still doing some good things. Nice tip. Then you get some hits back, hits going again. Okay, good touch block.
It's a nice back
hit. Nice back set. Yes, beautiful.
Very nice.
Okay, yeah.
She knew as soon as she jumped up, I'm not touching that one.
That's right. You know, and that's another thing experience brings to the game. Sometimes when you're a younger player or newer, you see that ball and you just want to touch it. And you also have to know when it's going to be out, when it's going to be too high, and keep your hands down.
Nice.
That was a nice dig.
All right. Yeah. And they're going to save it.
Nice job by Emmanuel. Oh, goodness.
Strzelecki with her first kill in a while.
Great effort by Emmanuel there to keep that in play, but unable to pull that point back. Timeout called by Heartland.
Number 5 got a little excited to serve there.
Yeah. Okay. Heartland up 15-9.
Yeah, Emmanuel definitely seems to be playing more tense and a little, maybe scared right now. I mean, obviously you're playing. This is your last game for the season. This is the big one.
I just got a text from a former student. Allie texted me and said, hi. Thanks for joining us, Allie. I'm glad you're watching. Hope college is going well for you out there in Iowa. And we're back in play here. Set out to number 1, Brooklyn Harper, and tip.
A nice placement.
Yep. Okay, 16-9 in favor of Heartland.
Nice serve. Good free ball.
Set out to Strzelecki and block.
Nice
Blocked by Zoe McKnight. 10-16. Heartland still in the lead.
Of the game.
Yes, yeah. Number 4.
Very well
Zany
timed.
McKnight to serve, yes. Okay.
Nice save. Heartland definitely very scrappy.
Okay.
That
was another great block. Zoe McKnight cannot let that get to her. She's got great timing. She's a great hitter. You just got to be smart, keep hitting.
It happens to everybody.
It happens to everybody. Can't be afraid. Can't be afraid. Oh, goodness. Okay.
Very nice setter dump.
And, double hit.
All right.
Haley Miller with some great timing and reflexes there to get that over.
Absolutely.
Okay, gives the ball back to Emmanuel and number 14, Zoe McKnight serving. We also had another substitution for Heartland, and Andrea Belcher's back in the game. That girl has a great serve.
She really does.
Pass set. There we go. It's actually been a little while since Emmanuel had an in-system play there. That was good to see. (18-11), Heartland in the lead. Abby, you want to explain the difference between an in-system play and an out-of-system play?
Yeah, so in-system is what you always want, most often anyways. That's when your pass goes right to setter. Your pass goes right to setter. It's an in-system. You have all three options for your hitters. So you have that outside, middle, and the right side.
Yes.
Out-of-system, though, you at least only have one, maybe two of those options. It's not necessarily to your setter.
Yeah.
It's a back row pass where your setter has to go all the way back, or somebody else has to take that second ball if your setter is the first one to take it. So it's not ideal, but if you can get good at those out-of-system plays, that's really beneficial for the whole team.
Number 7, Mackenzie Clemens in for number 10, Melissa McClintock for Heartland. Heartland just had trouble with that serve, getting it back over, or the hit, rather.
Okay, 14 taking it over on the second.
Tight set again.
Element of surprise. I don't even know if you'd call that a block or a hit.
Yeah. (19-13), Heartland in the lead. Brooklyn to serve.
Brooklyn Sproles with her third block.
Block touch.
15 wasn't quite ready for that touch.
Yeah. Blocking can be a double-sided coin. I mean, especially when you have some hard hitters, you want to put a block up. But if your block isn't being very effective, you might want to pull off. Or if you're double blocking and it's not working, you can single block. You can try different things to change it up a little bit. You definitely want to give a challenge to the hitter across the net from you. And Heartland goes up by 10, 23-13.
Emmanuel just making some unforced errors here that if they can eliminate.
Another serve receive error, putting Heartland up 24-13. This is set point for Heartland. And Brooklyn Harper serves it out.
A little long.
So Emmanuel is at 14, Heartland at 24. Number 1, Haley Miller to serve. She's also an excellent server. An ace for Haley Miller. And a service error gives Heartland set number 3. Was it just me, or does it seem like a significant momentum change to you?
Definitely, definitely. Heartland is not afraid and still surging right now. Emmanuel seems to be lacking a little bit of that energy and that spunk right now.
Yeah.
If they can get their heads back in this and really stay mentally stable.
Yeah.
And eliminate those unforced errors, that'll be really big.
So looking through our schedules here, we see Heartland had 2 games that went to 5 sets this season. Did they win them?
Against the Anderson Angels, they lost
in 5.
both of those.
And Anderson High School, maybe? I don't
think
know.
so.
They lost in 5. Um, Emmanuel had a set that went to 4, or a game that went to 4 sets against Kokomo, but they won. They also won against Anderson in 5. They won, I'm not sure, FWFHS, they won that game that went to 5 sets. I know last year, I remember from commentating last year that Emmanuel had not lost a set. They had won 33 sets until they came to the tournament. And Heartland had played several games that went to 5 sets. It's an interesting dynamic because it doesn't, I mean, it's always nice to get a sweep to win in 3, but sometimes playing those 5-set games, it just stretches you, it pushes you, and there's something different between when you can pull out that 5th set win that only goes to 15 points. It just really kind of grounds you as a team. It makes you, get the job done in fewer points. But we can see both of them have had experience with 5-set wins this year. So we'll just see how this goes. This is the 4th set. Now this is a must-win set for Emmanuel. If Emmanuel wants to vie for this championship this year, they have got to win this set.
Yeah, they can't let those mistakes get to them. They
Yes.
have to stay mentally
Yes.
stable.
Still very much anyone's game. In set 1, Emmanuel clearly was in control of the game, with very few unforced errors. Set 2, they made a few unforced errors, but set 3 definitely seemed to be an Achilles heel for them. So hopefully they can start fresh this set and give Heartland all they can handle. And Heartland wants to keep the momentum in their favor. We'll see what each team brings this set.
I think the key for Emmanuel this set will be making sure that their strong players just don't get too down on themselves if they make a mistake.
Right.
Staying encouraging to each other will be really important.
Yes.
Not how you want to start out.
And Emmanuel starts this with a service error. Nice
Good
dig.
cover.
Okay.
It's a nice tip.
Yeah.
They tried with the foot.
Yep.
Didn't quite get it there.
Okay, 1-1. As we all know, every point matters. It doesn't matter if it's .1 or .25. They all matter.
Nice serve.
Heartland sends a free ball over. Number 14 with the set. Yeah. Okay. Emmanuel trying to switch. Served by Jillian Strzelecki. I have not kept track for sure, but Emmanuel is struggling in the 1-versus-1 joust at the net today. Heartland's been walking away with most of those. Yep, double hit by Melissa McClintock. Gives the ball back to Emmanuel.
Emmanuel's been pretty good on those. They haven't had any double
nice
hits called
clean
on
sets.
those.
Yes.
Heartland is struggling a little more on those.
Oh, we got a reserve. Oh. Sometimes you hear different whistles. You think it's yours to serve. She didn't mean to do it. Oh, wow. I'm not saying that Heartland is not skilled. Please understand that. But everything seems to be going Heartland's way right now. They seem to be getting the luck of the draw on things as well. It's a great play. Way to get that dig up and convert it. Emmanuel's just got to keep going. Keep going. Number 3 brings it back in. Nice job. I haven't seen Emmanuel have a series of good in-system hits.
Oh. Playing a little soccer here this morning.
All right, nice point there for Emmanuel. Number 4. That was by Zoe McKnight, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay, and Zany to serve. Set out to Kelsey Pratt. Dig.
It was a nice follow. Teammates weren't quite able to help
bring
her
it back
there.
in. You really can't fault the hustle on either side of the net today. Okay. It's a nice try. She tried to get enough spin on it to keep it in.
She did.
Heartland is up 6-3.
A little miscommunication there, too.
Yeah. She did find a hole and made Brooklyn move, but free ball back over. Set out to Morgan Clemens. Nice dig.
Emmanuel's staying alive.
Set back
here.
to Morgan, kind of tight.
Very nice block by 14.
Yep.
She follows. Yep. And they got it back over. Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Wow.
Good hustle. Yep.
That was amazing.
It was excellent. They
Touch
did not
on the
panic.
block.
Yep.
Back to Clemens.
Ow.
And that was out.
And Emmanuel on that.
Wow. Emmanuel stayed alive.
Heartland also wanted to touch on that. I got to say I didn't see it, but we don't have the advantage of the challenge card and instant replay here. 11, Paige Ritzma to serve.
That rally is a nice little momentum shift for Emmanuel, too.
Yes, that was big for Emmanuel.
Nice cover. Okay, good tip.
Yep. Sometimes you just need to get it over and let everybody reset. That was in. Yep. Good call by the line judge. Substitution for Heartland, number 27, Jillian Strzelecki, in for number 15, Andrea Belcher, and number 4, Sierra Dollins, in for number 11, Kelsey Pratt.
Oh, my.
I don't know these girls like they're my own, but I know their names. Set out to Haley, and out.
It's a good swing, just
was a good swing.
A little too far.
Emmanuel really needs to get a point on the board right now. Good. Gotta use your hitters. Nine for Heartland.
You don't agree with.
Yes, there are.
Emmanuel's got to keep going in spite of those.
Both the coaches are obviously very involved with their teams. Shanoa Miller doesn't seem like the type to rant and rave at the referee. I've seen Heartland maybe have some questions, but the coaches seem to be pretty under control.
Yeah.
I know it's hard. These games are emotional. Your girls have put in a lot of hard work throughout the season, and you just want the best for them when it comes down to this last game. Heartland's fan base is definitely enthused.
Very much so. Very nice swing.
Yes.
By Haley
That's
Miller.
what they've been needing.
Absolutely.
That's what they've been needing. Nice kill by Haley Miller, and she's back to serve. Good serve. Number 6, Morgan Clemens back to serve. Good pass. Nice tip.
Very nice tip. Good decision.
Very smart. Yes, it was. Sometimes it's smarter, not harder. Find that hole, put the ball down. Number 14, Zoe McKnight to serve. Good serve.
Heartland definitely just putting it down right now.
Yes. Number 5, Brooklyn Sproles back to serve. Good serve. Ooh, trouble. Heartland very much in the driver's seat, but we've seen Emmanuel come back from behind to win before. And Brooklyn serves into the net, giving Emmanuel their 7th point. It's 7-13.
Emmanuel definitely wants to capitalize on that missed serve.
Absolutely. Emma Dyson serving. Nicely played.
Ball spot.
Okay.
That was a little too far for her.
Yep. 8-13. This is when mental toughness comes in big time. It doesn't matter which team you're on. If you're ahead, you've got to stay in. If you're behind, you can't give up. Nicely
Very
played.
Nice.
Nicely played.
Very well.
Yes.
Very well played.
Smart play by Emmanuel.
She saw the hole, caught him off guard.
Yes.
That's what Emmanuel has to do right now. Heartland wanting to stop their momentum before they get started too much here.
Yes. And Emmanuel wants to get back to where they were first set.
Yeah. Fans trying to keep up their momentum.
And that is out.
A little long on the serve.
That's unfortunate. Substitution for Heartland, 11 Kelsey Pratt in for Sierra Dollins and Jillian Strzelecki to serve. Okay, good pass.
Yeah, double hit. I'd call that a double. Got a lot of spin on that one.
Yep, I got to hand it to the official. He's been consistent with that call.
He has. Substitution, 15 Belcher in for 27 Strzelecki. Number 3 for Emmanuel back to serve, and long again.
Heartland up 15-10. Melissa McClintock to serve. Serve receive error. I don't know if it's miscommunication, but 2 service errors in a row for Emmanuel. Okay, over. Set out to Brooklyn. Puts it down. Heartland up 18-10 in set 4. Keeps them from hitting that 20 mark, which is big.
Very big.
Yep. Number 4, Zany McKnight back to serve. Nice
Very good serve.
And an ace.
Manual wanting to capitalize on these serves right now.
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely have to play smart on their toes. Gotta be scrappy here.
Okay. Good service pressure. When I was coaching one time, I had the privilege to meet Butler's head coach, and so she actually sat down with me and we had a good discussion.
Nice save. And a nice block by Haley Miller.
That was a great play there. Oh.
There's Brooklyn Harper with another block.
Great play by both sides, great effort, but Hartland walked away with that. But Butler's head coach definitely mentioned the importance of serving, and she encouraged me to spend 40% of my practice time on serving. And that seems like a lot, but it's huge. Makes such a difference in the game. Emmanuel's really hustling, but they're just not putting a lot of attack pressure on Heartland.
Yeah.
Okay. Point goes to Heartland. It's 22-13.
Nice little tip.
Kill for Haley Miller. 14-22. And number 11, Paige Ritzma back to serve. Set to number 5, Brooklyn Sproles. And Heartland goes up 23-14. Substitution for Heartland, number 27, Jillian Strzelecki, and for number 15, Andrea Belcher. And Kelsey Pratt is serving. And she serves out. Number 4, Sierra Dolan's coming in for number 11, Kelsey Pratt.
It's a blessing for Emmanuel here. See if Haley Miller can capitalize on those. Nice serve.
Free ball over from Heartland.
Nicely done.
Yes.
Very nice.
Haley Miller back to serve. Still life, still hope. Good serve. Good passing it to setter. Strzelecki with the hit. Okay. Oh, yes. Double hit. In favor of Heartland. Haley Miller serves again. Set out to Strzelecki. Nice dig. Set up to Aaron. Set out to Morgan. And she puts it down for point 24. This is championship point for Heartland. She serves out. 18-24.
Emmanuel hangs on for one more point at least.
Lori McKnight.
14. Zoe. If there's someone you want back there serving for Emmanuel right now, it's
that's
her.
Zoe. That's right.
She has 6 service aces for the day. Emmanuel looking for another point, trying to stay in. 6 more would be nice for them.
Zoe just needs to step up to that line with confidence and place that ball. Nice serve. Ball out to McClintock. And there it goes.
And that's the game, folks. The Heartland States come out with the championship in a 4-1 game. Or sorry, 3-1. 4-set game. Very well played by both teams.
Yes. I know Emmanuel wanted that very badly. It just seemed in those the last 3 sets, they really had trouble getting into a flow. I know what it's like to be those seniors and realize you're done. Excuse me, I just sneezed. So what will happen now is we're going to bring out the table with the trophies to make the presentation. Mr. Kevin Plew, who is the administrator of Indiana Christian Academy, he's the athletic director for the Indiana Association of Christian Schools. And Jim Snyder from Cross Point is his assistant. So they'll be making the presentations. They'll make the runner-up and state championship presentation, as well as the individual medallions, and then the first and second all-tournament teams. So we might stay on and help you know who was called. Sometimes it can be hard to hear. We're repeating it because it's hard to hear over.
Exciting competition, and we want to present the runner-up trophy to the Eagles of Emmanuel Christian School.
Are they the Eagles? Emmanuel Christian School in Wabash. Well fought. Hard played.
No doubt they have some very good players.
Yes.
Let's give them a hand again. Congratulations. And your champions this year, I believe, for the 4th time in a row, the Heartland Saints.
Congrats to Heartland on first place. So if you were confused here, all we did was go through each of the individual teammates here. And then coach for Heartland is Coach of the Year.
All right, at this time we'd like to recognize our alternate teams. We will begin with our second team alternate. From Cross Point, number 2, Lily Flora.
All right, this is second team all-tournament. This is Lily Flora from Cross Point.
From Heartland, number 10, Melissa McClintock.
Melissa McClintock from Heartland.
From Emmanuel, number 4, Zany McKnight.
Zany McKnight from Emmanuel.
From Suburban, number 16, Abby Connor.
Abby Connor from Suburban.
From Cross Point, number 4, Jenna Hayes.
Jenna Hayes from Cross Point. Gotta give her a second to get down here.
From Colonial, number 22, Abby Minton.
Abby Minton from Colonial. Who is not here today.
This is our second team. We're missing a few of them, obviously. Second team all tournaments. Let's give them a hand.
Alright, so that was our second team all tournament. We'll go into first team here in a minute after we give them some time for pictures.
And now the first team all tournaments. From Heartland, number 6, Morgan Clemens.
Morgan Clemens, first team all tournament from Heartland.
From Emmanuel, number 1, Haley Miller.
Number 1, Haley Miller from Emmanuel.
She was so good, I wrote her twice. From Cross Point, number 5, Reagan Yager.
Number 5, Reagan Yider from Cross Point. She's also here today, even though she didn't play. Had a good set yesterday.
From Heartland, number 5, Brooklyn Sproles.
Heartland, number 5, Brooklyn Sproles.
From Emmanuel, number 14, Zoe McKnight.
Number 14 from Emmanuel. Senior this year, Zoe McKnight.
And from Heartland, number 1, Brooklyn Harper.
And Brooklyn Harper, number 1 from Heartland. Also a senior, as well as number 5. So this is your first tournament, or first all-tourney team.
These are your IACS first all-tournament teams.
Very well done to all of these ladies.
As we close up here today, I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you these teams and the coaches for all their hard work this year. They did a fabulous job. We're very proud of them and all their hard work. We do have, I'm sure we have a few
game here for the volleyball IACS Division 2 tournament. All right. We have the soccer game at 1 o'clock. Crosspoint Panthers versus the ICA Whirlwinds. There will be live stream for that too, so chime in if you can't make it there in person. And thank you for joining us.